Hello everybody and welcome to part 2 of Travis and Bryn looking at all the Drowned City cards, and then they talk about it and I just gotta look at them, I gotta read the card and look at them, and it's really fun for me. Russ is here too, we love Russ. So let's start with Blood of Thoth, which I know a lot of people are very excited to hear their thoughts on. It's a 2-cost, unique item relic. Wow. Takes up the accessory slot as a reaction. When one or more Doom is placed on a card you control, exhaust Blood of Thoth. Place one resource on this card from the token pool as an offering. And then as a lightning bolt, if Blood of Thoth has 3 or more offerings on it, remove all offerings from Blood of Thoth and exhaust it. Choose an investigated location to immediately take an action as if it were their turn.
Seems pretty bad.
Yeah, so like I'm glad that they finally printed something that makes David Renfield playable, because he wasn't very good.
He wasn't very good, no.
He wasn't very good at all.
At least it doesn't say Doom is placed on a card you control without Doom.
Yes.
Yeah, I think
there's always looking at the bright sides, always finding those silver linings, right?
Yeah.
I think as a level 0 card, this card is pretpretty good. If it cost XP, it would be binder fodder.
I think this is binder fodder as it is probably like.
I'm gonna make you play it.
Like the accessory slot is something that you have some pretty stiff competition for in Mystic in general. And this is like at best an action every 3 turns.
4 turns because it also has to exhaust to take the action.
Oh yeah, that's pretty bad. That's even worse. Wow.
Yeah.
That's weird.
Bye, buddy.
Yeah, like, this wouldn't be so bad if the lightning bolt just like existed, and you could like store them up.
Yep.
And then take a bunch of extra actions when you need them. But yeah, I don't think that seems like.
Yeah, or like if it didn't exhaust it exhausted to let you take the action.
Yeah.
But it didn't exhaust to put the charges on it.
Yeah, because it's one of those things where like, I feel like this was like reverse what is it, cranial, the thing that in Magic that like +1 -1 and you draw 2 cards on a creature dice. Skull Clamp, yeah. Where like this was like a last minute shift because it's a lightning bolt as an action, and I feel like this was just like the opposite of that, where they're like, this was too good, just put exhaust on this, you know.
Yeah. Which is sad. That kind of like just make it unplayable.
Yeah, and this is something that I've been wanting to say in a video, but because people saw my reaction to this card and it's very similar to yours, just being like, oh, that's a bummer because everyone is up on arms, but we live through Flute of the Outer Gods, so you know, like we've seen the shit. You know, we look at those bad cards and we're like, oh yeah, it's just a bad card.
Yeah,
you know?
we had to look at the spoilers for the Stella Clark deck. And then saw like Grit Your Teeth and
Grimm's Fairy Tales,
and then like we were like, I have to spend money on this anyway.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. All right. Next up, we got Breath of the Sleeper, otherwise known as Luke Robinson's best friend.
This is the thing.
It is the thing. It's the one from this one.
Yeah.
This is a 3-cost asset. It uses 9 charges. Takes up the arcane slot. As an action fight, use your brain, acidity, or fist for this test. Before revealing chaos tokens for this test, you may spend up to 3 charges to reveal that many additional chaos tokens. Choose one of the real tokens to resolve and ignore the rest. If you succeed and the chosen token matches ignored token, this attack gets +2 damage. We'll quickly also just do the book one because it's right here as well.
Sure.
Eyes of the Dreamer.
Too?
No, just these 2. And this one is the same thing. 9 charges. You may spend up to 3 charges to reveal that many additional tokens. If the 2 tokens match, you can discover an additional clue at your location.
That's like fine, I think.
I'm happy that our Edge of the Earth run is with green characters who can't play these, and these don't exist yet. Because Travis would 100% be like, more frost tokens!
Yeah.
I would. What about it?
I need them for my build!
You guys are griefing me if we don't put them in. That's kind of neat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not a huge fan of like. I'd much rather. I like the spell design where like it does the good thing that I want, and then sometimes does a bad thing to me, rather than only sometimes doing the good thing I want.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah.
But.
Yeah.
I think these are neat for like supporting. I'm assuming that there's upgraded ones. Yeah.
There's not actually.
Fuck me, that's terrible.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow,
only the level 0 ones. Yeah.
I also was assuming there were upgraded ones.
Yeah. I also did too when I was going through the first time.
Why wouldn't they make upgrade ones?
Yeah. I mean, like they're not terrible
upgrades.
for like paradoxical deck.
Yes.
Because you can be like, oh no, a blast token. Maybe I'll reveal another one because there's like 6 of them in there.
Yeah, yeah.
But
And I mean, even also baseline Eyes of the Dreamer. Not so much Breath of the Sleeper because a fight action ain't that great, but like you also just have like reveal synergy because it's just like having like a limited use Grizzly Totem for like some investigates, and even if you just don't get the
I mean, I guess
bonus.
this is like
only cares if you like reveal them during the test, right?
Correct. Yeah.
Right, yeah.
If they're both revealed.
yeah. This
I hate
is
that
like
What do you mean?
almost,
Like it doesn't matter why you revealed them during the test. They get to trigger effects.
I actually don't know on the answer to that question. Why? What are you thinking?
Huh? Oh no, I just think it's like the card. It seems silly to me that the cards work that way.
Reveal Chaos Token step if both are revealed during the test. So if they're both revealed during the test.
When do they
Yeah.
get ignored? Does that make them not revealed?
Yes, so when they're ignored, they no longer get revealed. So it's the same like when you ignore like like with Jacqueline's ability with Shriveling, you don't get zapped.
If they were revealed during the test.
Yeah, but then they wouldn't be when they were ignored. So with this one, you could choose like you could reveal 3, and if you,
Can I see the binder real
of
quick?
course.
I mean, I think these cards do. Like the fight one is just better than Wither
Yes.
because like you don't have to spend the charge to fight like initiate the action.
Yeah.
You just
Yeah.
have to spend them for the extra effect. Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
So like, if you want.
And then like when it comes to the boss time, you can like go try to go big
Because
for
the
it.
bottom half of this is way better than the bottom half of Wither.
100%. Yeah. Yeah.
If this is what you want, like maybe you're doing some sort of haste deck and you need a lot of activate actions,
Yeah.
or you're playing like that upgraded sign magic.
Yes. Yep. And you just
Again,
want to like
you
trigger
need,
like a
like,
bunch
more
of stuff. Yeah, and it's just
actions
like
to
a
hit.
free fight action is
Yeah.
fine.
Yeah.
And I suppose also like with just
Not
generally Agatha, just having like an easy inner thing to also just
Yeah.
have like a cancel, like an ignore seems
Yeah,
pretty.
also
alright.
like 9 charges is a lot of charges if maybe you're gonna like, I don't know, move a rook diagonally to checkmate
Yep.
your opponent because
Yep.
they didn't see that move coming because it's not legal.
Yeah. Well, that's on them. That's on them,
Which
right?
is-
Yeah, that's
like,
on them.
That's their fault, but
Yeah, we're paying 3 resources for him.
yeah, it's not
And
bad
the
though.
slot.
Because like you aren't just paying 3 resources for nothing, like you often are with charge batteries.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
you're still able to
You can
fight and
still
investigate
use
with
this-
it.
You can still use this to use your brain instead of a different number,
Yeah.
Yeah, I
a
guess
different
that's
likely worse number,
Okay.
Yeah. All
which
right.
is fine. So like, yeah, maybe they have a home in like as like a one of in a Patrice deck that's trying to play like Sixth Sense, like
Yeah, these are nice things that make Patrice do something.
Yeah.
right. Like I think there's
I think there's a use case for like level 0
Yeah.
Sixth Sense. This could just replace it in like decks that just like for example like Zoe using it with this is probably better in Zoe because a lot of people do like a 1 of Sixth Sense, like we've done that in the past. Just having
Yeah.
this instead,
Yep.
it's not
like
terrible.
I think there's these are not quite. I thought you had to spend a charge and then spend more charges.
Nah,
to
yeah,
do the
that's
thing,
yeah, it makes it
but,
a lot
that
better.
makes it that makes it a lot more palatable.
Yeah. All right, next up we got Katarina Sojak, the emissary from Ulthar, the land where no man may harm a cat. This is a 2-cost ally. Clairvoyant and Dreamer soaks for 1 and 2 as a reaction. When you reveal Chaos tokens during a skill test you perform, and you can exhaust her. Reveal tokens to Chaos bag until a token with a symbol is revealed. Resolve that token and ignore the rest.
That's neat.
Yeah.
I like
Yeah.
that. I mean, I'm not sure if that's better than Olive, but one of them I think is going to be decidedly better than the other, and the other one probably won't see much play. But it is nice to see cards like this that let people other than Jacqueline play these effects.
Yeah. I wouldn't have minded if the ally was in fact the cat.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's only thing a skill test you're performing though, which is a little bit sad.
And like it was a creature.
Yeah, so you can't
for,
like do the other, all like the olive things that she can do.
It would actually, I think this would be more fun if you could only reveal it outside of a skill test. But
Yeah, but like, why would you ever spend your ally slot on that in your level 0 purple deck?
make your like other bad cards better.
Yeah, you could just.
Hell yeah,
You could
that's
just
my
buy. You
favorite.
could just buy like Olive McBride.
Why are you on the other side of this?
Because it's terrible.
Yeah, you love playing bad cards to make other bad cards.
Yeah, I just want this to be a creature so that I can play it with my
Yeah.
God of Animalism.
Yeah. All right. Next one we got here is the sign of Zelotaph, the symbol of protection. This is a 3-cost arcane slot. Myriad.
Is that the sign of Shoot Metal?
Yeah, I think it is. Yeah, I think that is. Yeah, the art. Yeah. Seal, Skull, Cultist, Tablet, or Squid uses 3 charges. When your turn begins, you must either spend 1 charge or discard Sign of Zelotaph. As Lightning Bolt, discard a copy of Sign of Zelotaph from your hand. Replenish all charges on this copy of Sign of Zelotaph.
I appreciate the clarity of this copy of Sign of Zelda.
Yes, that's... Someone would have asked.
Well, I mean, not even that. Just like, there's no reason to not spell out exactly how
Yes.
the card works. Unless we're like doing something real weird, like, I don't know, spelling out how exactly drawing a card during your turn works
Yeah.
for Geese. Like, okay, sure, that's
Yeah.
probably too many words.
Yeah.
But like in this case, like, 4 or 5 extra words, like,
I mean, you could
cool,
just...
it works exactly this way.
You could say replenish all charges on Sign of Zelotaph, and then, like, in the rules, have it say when a card references a card by name,
yeah.
it means itself.
Yeah.
Unless it says otherwise, but that would require having well-written codes.
I mean, that would require hiring somebody like Matt Tabak.
I don't know, I just did it.
No, you didn't.
I did.
You don't work for them.
I don't, but, like...
No.
You guys have my permission to take that and put your notes up. Save yourself some text box economy there.
Yeah.
Less words. No, it is nice. I do appreciate that the card does what it says it does.
Yeah, like it
That's always
says
a plus.
exactly what it does.
Yeah.
It does that thing.
Yeah.
It doesn't seem bad. Like, more level 0 seal stuff is definitely required if
We
you're
haven't-
going to try to play seal.
We haven't
card.
gotten anything since Forgotten
Yes,
Age,
yeah,
so,
it's-
like, yeah.
It's been a long
Sucks.
time.
Yeah. But I think, like, having, like, another thing makes it, like, more... I mean, it's probably still bad, but, like, more of a thing, Like,
Yeah, it is nice to have another level 0 alternative for it.
Yeah.
It's a little unfortunate it takes up the arcane slot, but what can you do?
Yeah.
Arcane slots are cheap.
Not
Like
when you're doing
borscht.
sealing things.
Well, I mean, they can be. There's a cat who gives you an extra 1. You can, like, make a funny sign with your hands and you get an extra 1.
But I need those to play the cards that seal things.
You could probably make a deal with a weird fish man and get another 1.
Yeah, I do like making deals with fishmen.
Yeah.
What's that one?
What?
What's the Fishman one?
I don't know.
I was following, and then that one slipped through me.
I don't know. Can you get do you get an arcane slot off that weird pact?
No.
Because you probably do.
No, you do. You do.
Yeah.
You get... Who cares?
Yeah, it doesn't really.
Who cares?
It
Yeah.
doesn't really matter. But like the point is that if what you're doing is playing cards that fill your arcane slots, and you intend to keep them in play for a while, getting extra ones is not really that hard. It does require you to sacrifice a different part of your deck, though.
All right. The Great Work. This one is the homunculus one, where limit 1 per
It's
deck.
so cool.
Purchase only a decoration. You earn 1 additional experience after each scenario of this campaign. If you're defeated, you're usurped by the homunculus. Replace each signature card in your deck with a random basic weakness. Flip this card. Replace your investigator. Do I have him? There he is.
That's
He's covering my face. Yeah, so cannot be chosen as starting investigators. Just you wait.
Yeah, we're gonna do it.
You cannot add or remove upgrade cards from your deck. You get +2 skill value while resolving abilities on spell cards. When you are defeated, you are killed. Elder Sign effect just +0, draw 1 card.
I like it. I think this is much more interesting than
Then
Sharon's
mental
elbow.
trauma, and yeah, sure, like that
But-
kind of thing too, yeah.
yeah.
I talked about this before. I wish they'd stop
Yeah.
printing these. We were talking about before this video. I didn't actually realize or understand what the condition was, and this is just stupid Sharon's Opal.
Yep,
Well, you're not dead.
yeah.
Yeah, but like, if you're building around your investigator at all, you are.
No,
You may as well be.
not if your investigator's Marie Lambeau.
Yeah, get rid of... This is the way you beat... You beat Baron Samdi. I'm taking you with me, you son of a bitch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is probably the most... Just getting a flat one experience is the most balanced one of these that they've printed, but I still, despise the deck building cost to them,
Yeah,
which is nothing.
It's just more interesting than the other ones.
And I'm not even... I still see it. This is just Sharon's Opal at level 0.
No, it isn't.
It is.
No, you're not dead.
I know you're not dead, but I mean, like you
become
get
this.
you get
thing.
one, you get one free one, and the next time you're dead.
Yeah, but how many times do you get defeated during the course of a campaign?
I mean, that's kind of it. Like, either if you don't get defeated over the course of a campaign, then why wouldn't you take this?
Mm-hmm.
And if you are, like, you probably have a couple of scenarios where you're potentially going to be defeated. And then past that, you use the bonus experience to outscale the game. It's just...
1 XP doesn't make a difference anymore.
Again, there's no point to picking it.
Well, no, so
I mean, that's actually the thing I fall in, where I actually feel like this one, like, I'm only going to be playing this one if I am, like, if I turn into this, I'm still going to be,
okay,
yeah. Because otherwise I'm kind of like where you are, where it's like, oh, like where the 1 XP isn't enough, because this one's like balanced. Like, I think like the effects, like going into like the whole design ethos of it, the extra XP, unfortunate part of the Mystic class.
Doesn't have to be, but like here we are.
But it's like one of those things that I think that this one is just like, I think this one is more like, if you're okay with the homunculus, you take it. Because I think that a lot of people, I was telling this to you as well, Travis, are gonna like take this card, become the homunculus, and be like, well, I'll just make a new character and not like do the part of the card.
If
the
you get
homunculus
defeated,
should not be able to retire.
Yeah.
if you get defeated in the first like 1, 2, or 3 scenarios of the game, your investigator may as well be killed because you can't upgrade your deck anymore.
Yeah, that's cool. You don't need to upgrade past Sled Dog.
Then why would you pick
Homunculus
this?
sled dog.
I think this is like it's a science, so what's her face can take you great. But
Wow, let's go,
Yeah.
Kate, let's
Good
go.
for
It's a
her.
good day. She's
So-
gonna become the homunculus.
I think this is like a really poorly designed card. It's kind of cool, like as an initial impression, but like thinking about it, it's it's no bueno.
Yeah,
It's
not for
so
you.
good.
I get it.
I don't know. I think it's cool.
Hell yeah. All right. Let's go to the Eye of Gananothwa.
Get to Nothwa.
Gananothwa. There we go. The artifact of the Dark God. 2 cost, 2 experience. Takes up the accessory slot. Takes 3 damage for you. It's exceptional. You get +1 Brain and play with the top card of the encounter deck revealed.
This
Yeah,
is cool.
right on.
I like this.
Yeah.
Gives us that +1 Brain to make it worth taking up your accessory slot for the investigators who care about that. Gives you Heart Soak, which is rare in Mystic. And it's like cool.
Yeah, it's a nice effect. I think it's just like,
Simple, clean design.
yeah. Passively good too. Like if you get more, like someone just takes it, just having like
Other
one card.
classes use an exceptional.
Yeah.
Yeah,
This
not
is what
yellow.
you asked for this.
Not yellow, though.
No.
Yellow is just going to be like, this thing costs 3 XP and is better than any 5 XP card in the game.
We've already seen the yellow cards.
Yeah, I know. That's just like yellow cards, though. That's what they do.
No.
They're like, this costs 1 and it says win the scenario with the best result.
That's magnifying glass.
I mean, it does. It does say
Of the
that.
best 3 XP cards in the game, I think the 2 best ones are only one of them is Seeker, and the other, they're both Rogue. So, I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah.
Neither of them are exceptional either.
I think this card's sweet though. I agree. I think this is a nice card.
Yeah, I like it.
Also, what I like too is it allows people. There's that Foresight card from Edge of the Earth that kind of has only been there for Norman Withers to play the top card of his deck. Now you can also like do some like mythos management with it, which is kind of nice.
Yeah. No, I think I do like the idea of magic items being exceptional.
Yes, yeah,
Like,
definitely.
I think that's
Especially also like when it's like for an
how that
ancient
should
one
be.
too. You know.
like the stupid hammer.
It's
That
like
should be exceptional.
yeah,
Because
yeah.
it's a magic hammer.
yeah,
Like, how many of those are there floating around?
yeah. Because they also could have made it like 3 XP and exceptional. Probably would have been pretty alright for that. All right, next up we got upgraded Sword Cane.
I'm not going to read this because there is no possible way it is not disappointing to me. Because that's how this game works.
This-
Like we upgraded an item you like, and now it's fucking useless.
This one's
for the
actually
thing you
good. This
want
one's
it for.
actually good. 2 cost, 2 experience,
It
takes
is.
up a hand slot, fast. After it enters play, you may deal 1 damage to an enemy engaged with you. Immediately trigger the action ability below without paying its cost. Exhausted, sword cane, fight, evade. You may use your brain to place your foot or evasion attempt. You get +1 skill value for this test.
It's a nice little upgrade.
This is one of the few. So this one was actually designed by like polls on YouTube. This is the only one that's I think come out
Yeah,
like
I can
good.
see they put it as the title at the top because they have room in the text box.
Yes, yeah. I wish they just like put it
hideous,
in
by
like
the way.
the rule book. It's just like here. This was designed by the Arkham community.
Yeah, I don't.
Yeah, I mean, this kills the crap
Care.
out of Poltergeist.
It does, yeah. Also, like makes that returning into Dexter with your Elder Sign like that
Yeah.
much sweeter. Yeah.
Yeah, no, this is a pretty clean upgrade. I like it. It's worth the 2 experience.
Yep. And Bryn's not disappointed, probably.
Wow. I'm sure there'll be some sort of way. Like,
Yeah.
well, if you put this into play with a lightning bolt ability, it doesn't do anything.
No.
Excuse me, what?
Yeah.
All right. Lost Arcana. This is a 3 cost, 3 experience, hand slot asset, item tome occult, uses 2 charges. Charges on Lost Arcana may be spent as if they were charges on a spell or ritual asset you control. After the last clue is discovered from your location, exhaust Lost Arcana, place 1 charge on this card.
That's like probably.
I don't
pretty
remember
Good.
this card.
That's because it's lost.
That's right.
No, this card seems pretty strong. I think.
Yeah.
Like extra. If only there was some sort of very powerful and versatile spell that had only 1 charge, but like you could have infinite charges.
That's so much experience.
Who cares? It's purple.
That's so much
It doesn't matter.
experience. It does matter.
Look, either you turn into a homunculus and then who cares, or
I'd be more upset about this card if we didn't already have Twyla. But, it is tied to the last clue. I kind of wish it... Be unplayable for fires if it was like after you
this is a
discover the
spell
last
or ritual.
that's a ritual. I'll get a pen.
Yeah. Yeah, just
I
give me a
forgot
second.
that.
Yeah, I mean,
clue.
like,
There's only like 2, but I don't know.
yeah, I mean, well, it's like a better version of that Ariadne's Twine, where it's like more limited in the scope, but you can like still fill it up in other ways, so you can have those things as well. But I didn't remember. I mean, I think it is going to be playable,
Don't
right?
think this is a better version of Ariadne's Twine.
No, I said it's a worse version.
Oh,
like a
worse.
better balanced version.
Oh, okay.
Yes,
Yeah,
yeah,
Fair
yeah.
version.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, that kind of better. Like
Yeah.
the not design problem version, because it's like it's more limited in what you can do, but like you have ways to put charges on.
I mean, it is a tome, which is also a good thing to be.
Yep. Yeah, tomes are easy to find.
Which
They
means
literally
that
they'll just
there's,
like fall out of your
there's
deck.
A card that Daisy could, like parallel Daisy could play that doesn't do literal nothing. It's probably not good because you don't
Doesn't
have
synergize with her
like,
ability
that
at all.
All right.
But you could do it.
Eldritch Brand. This is a 5 experience permanent exceptional packed asset.
Oh my god.
When you purchase this card, choose a non-signature spell asset in your deck and record spell's name was branded in your campaign log. This is your branded spell. Your deck cannot include more than 1 copy of your branded spell. Before you drop your opening hand, search your deck for your branded spell and play it, paying its cost.
Yo, that's sick.
You know.
I like that.
I mean, I guess what's also kind of cool, right, is you can, like, if you buy this, it's expensive as hell, but, like, you could say, like, shriveling. But then, like, as you upgrade, like, your shriveling, like, you could just get, like, that XP out of it as well, right? Like, because it's not, like, shriveling. You don't say shriveling level 0. You can actually just, like, as you upgrade.
Yeah, you also don't need to play Zero Flame River because you always have a shriveling.
Yeah. And then, like, you could just, like, do, like, charge refilling to just be like, this is my super spell.
Yep. No, I like this. This is like appropriately costed at 10 experience, I think. It's kind of like a Mystic Stick to the Plan a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, mystic to the plan, if you will.
That's pretty good.
Yeah. I don't see this being like a hugely popular card because it is just consistency and like kind of boring for a bunch of your
Yeah.
experience, but I think it's very good.
10 XP is like a lot, but like this is also a pretty big effect for that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Non-signature spell asset. What else can you find?
Healing word.
You're right, you can.
Alchemical transmutation.
Oh, just get Seal of the Seventh Sign in on
Oh,
turn.
turn
Actually,
zero?
that's kind of cool. It is 15 experience, but like you just then like load it up and it never breaks.
Yeah, and
Just
then
having
like
your
they,
Sixth Sense on turn 0 every time.
That's
is kind
really
of insane.
good,
It's
yeah.
like the most boring and efficient way to use this, but
It's very
it's
powerful.
extremely good.
Yeah.
And then
I mean, like, I think it like scales too, and other things too. Like if you're like playing like Curse, and you just want to have like Curse Generation, but you always want your Armageddon in play, right? You can just like have it in play. Yeah.
if you're building around this piece of shit. Shards of the Void is what I was pointing to.
no, they don't need to know.
Yeah, there's not a ton of like super interesting things you can get with it. It's just consistency. I guess most of the build rounds are usually rituals.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. All right. Next up, we got Spectral Shield. This is a 1-cost event, level 0. Fast, play during your turn, attached to a player card with health or sanity at your location. Force, when attached character takes 1 or more damage or horror, cancel one of that damage or horror. The owner of Spectral Shield must remove 1 charge from an asset they control if they cannot discard Spectral Shield.
I mean, that seems fine.
it seems like really good actually.
Then you gotta chew up all your charges. There's no way to get those for free. So,
And we haven't seen any like assets that just come in with 9 of them. We even
Yeah.
said you don't even need to use those charges. Yeah.
no, it's not something they would do.
This seems like a card that if Bryn plays Mystic, he's going to be like, hey, Travis, do you want to not die? And Travis is like, yes, please.
No, I'm gonna be like, I want my beat cop to shoot a guy every turn forever.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, because it's attached to a player card with health or sanity. That seems, yeah.
Or like your
Or
dark
like
dog.
Field Agent. Field
If you
Agent
got
2.
to take the damage. Yeah, Field Agent, Greet, and we could. So your new Sister Mary deck is your agency backup, and you slap this on it, and then they do all the work for you.
You know? That's always been my dream. I'm gonna become a nun. I'm gonna get married to 5 dudes.
Yeah.
They're
You
gonna
know?
fight my battle sword.
Yeah, don't let your dreams be dreams, Bryn. Yeah.
I think it's 4 dudes because they have 4
Sure.
health and 4
Yeah.
damage.
Sure.
but yeah.
Anyway, that part's academic. It
Yeah.
doesn't matter.
It's also probably neat for what's their faces, Hank and Calvin.
It's a spirit.
Oh, it is a spirit,
So
yeah.
you can play it in
Yeah.
Calvin and
Yeah.
not be quite so useless sometimes.
Well, lets you.
You have to get charges though somehow on like red assets, I guess.
I'm sure there's other
So-
purple spirits that give
That's
you
cool.
charges or something.
That's
I'm too
cool.
lazy to look, but
Yeah.
it does protect you from direct damage.
Yeah. Yeah. Nice. All right.
Yeah, I mean gives a reason for you to ever play purple Carson.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Like
This is Whispers of Doom. This is a 3-cost event. Parlay, choose a non-weakness enemy or location. Test Brain 3. This test gets plus X difficulty, where X is that enemy's horror value. If you succeed, defeat that enemy, or deal it 3 damage instead of it is elite. If you fail, place 1 Doom on that enemy. He goes, thank you.
that's the last piece I was looking
Yeah.
for.
The Brotherhood cultist is like, yes!
Yeah, that reads like a 3-cost.
Yes, the
mystic
3-cost, yeah.
event.
Or like it's like a 3-cost waylay,
Zero.
right? Like all those kind of things. Where it's like,
Yeah.
this is the effect that just defeats the enemy.
Yeah, it's fine.
Yep.
I suspect that it probably plays better than it reads, but
I mean 3 damage to an elite is pretty okay for a test that might not be that difficult to pass.
it
Depending on the
what it
elite
is.
enemy.
You try to whisper yourself up, and he just whispers back at you.
And you're like, no! Oh, no!
8, huh? Ooh.
It's a pretty big number.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Spiritual Echo. This is a 1-cost 2-experience event. It's a ritual attached to location, the 1 per location. As a reaction, after you activate an action or lightning bolt ability on a spell or ritual asset, perform that ability again at attached location as if you were there, ignoring that asset's action cost, if any. You may trigger this ability from your any location, return Spiritual Echo to your hand.
That's so good with Luke.
Just be like at every.
You know.
Because yeah, you can put it on like from like on other locations to say, and then like just investigate there. Like yeah,
Your combat Luke, you put this on an adjacent location. You shrivel the guy at your location. You shrivel the guy and get your secret at the other location.
that is pretty sick. I mean, even yeah, it does seem pretty nice with him.
That's so cool. I'm gonna play this one.
Hell yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
hell yeah.
Yeah, it's good. You're gonna need it when you turn into a homunculus.
I'm not gonna play that card.
No, Bryn's gonna just you're this now. Travis is like, you know that like the Pepe the Frog where he's like on the ground, spilled his nuggets, and he's looking up at people with tears in his eyes? That's Travis when Bryn makes him play the homunculus.
I'm just gonna intentionally get defeated in scenario 1 so you guys can play the homunculus the entire time. I've already played Skiz. I've done that before.
We love that, buddy.
Oh man, I mean like the homunculus
He's a team
is
mascot.
We love him. Yeah. He's the guy he's our mascot. That's why we're doing all
I'm
this.
here with my 2 brain, like playing shriveling level 0, like
Yeah, but you're +2. You're like Patrice.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, Transfiguration. This is a 0 cost, 2 experience event. Choose an investigator card from your collection until the end of the game. Treat that in front of your investigator card as if it's the front of your chosen card instead. Max once per game. So basically, you get a turn into someone else.
This is how you kill the homunculus.
Yeah. Just become Luke again.
Yeah. It's,
yeah, but you have to like have it in.
Your deck before you
oh
die.
yeah. That's why you take in the thick of it. So you have this at level 0
And then die.
in case you die.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you play this as though you're at a different location and then turn into someone else. Like Skids or Patrice or something. I don't know. So you can throw away all your cards.
Yeah. And it's a neat card. It's not my favorite kind of card because you have to like build around like.
Yeah, I know exactly what you're gonna say. You have to build around that
so
investigator, yeah, and then if you don't draw it, you're like, what the hell am I doing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or you're the investigator you're playing is a gimp, and you're just like, if I draw, like you're playing Lola, and you're gonna be someone else, and it just plays someone else.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you play this. I don't know how. No, that's not true. I think maybe I do. But that's beside the point. That's a separate. You're playing Preston, and somehow you get this into your deck, and then you turn yourself into somebody else with the family inheritance.
Okay.
Yeah, then you got a million.
So you convince someone else to play. No, you can't.
I don't even
just buy
know.
from their
You
hands.
owe me one. Yeah,
Yeah.
you look at another investigator's hand, you may play a
Yeah.
non-weakness card in that investigator's hand under your control.
Hey, you should pay 2 experience.
I'm gonna play a specialist.
He just turns into Jenny. He just turns into Jenny with that. And he's like, 6 money.
Yeah, I mean like also 200% increase.
Yeah, in
on
stats,
my
yeah.
stat line.
I mean, you still have to spend the action to take the money from the thing.
Sure.
So
What's the problem?
it doesn't really change much.
It changes you from having 1s to having 3s, Travis. That's so much bigger. And then you
Yeah.
become Lola.
It is 3 times bigger. That's a. Yeah, you could be Lola. Your family inheritance would never turn off.
You know?
Wow.
Yeah, it's got Lolas. I
Alright.
think this card is silly. Good? We are not here to ask that question. No, maybe we are here to ask
Well,
that
here's the question. Are you
but-
going to become Norman Withers who turns into Trish now? Like, are you going to complete the cycle? Yeah. Yeah, and then you'll be like, why can't I only play events? Yeah.
Why do I still only have yellow and purple events?
Yeah. All right. We got Deliverance. This is a 0 cost, 3 experience spirit event. It's fast. Play when the draw encounter card step of the mythos phase would begin. You draw each encounter card that would normally be drawn this mythos phase. Cards drawn during this mythos phase cannot be canceled, and the first card drawn gains surge. Skip the draw encounter card step of the next mythos phase, max twice per game.
They did it. They remembered. Good job.
Yeah, see, like
It's been a while since
it
they
does what
forgot,
they want it
but-
to do, and not what they don't want it to do, which is never run Mythos step ever again.
Yeah. No, I like this one.
Yeah.
This is a fair way of eating the mythos phase, I think.
And just like, come to me, children, and then just like you all gotta just do whatever.
Yeah, you play this, you get turned into a homunculus, you go up yourself by drawing all the cards, you play someone else.
Yeah.
Again, you
Travis is
have
like,
to
just
have,
skip that first step.
Again, you have to put this in your deck before you you have to build your deck with cards that don't actively do something under the assumption that you're gonna die and turn
3
the
is the
homunculus.
amount that they give you
Oh, it's just,
for in the thick of it. So
If I'm gonna waste my stuff on that, I might as well just play about turns into a different investigator, right?
maybe.
yeah. All right. Keep this going with the final Mystic card, Enraptured, level 2. Commits for a book and a wild. Practice and expert. Max 1 committed per skill test. If it's successful during an investigation, place up to 3 charges and/or secrets on assets controlled by investigators at your location.
Holy shit.
That was my reaction. I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah, I mean,
That
that
card's
just, that just
broken.
seems good.
That card's insane.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we were big believers on this channel that Enraptured 0 is like a very nice card in a lot of decks that need this thing, and this one's just
This
insane.
did not, this did not need an upgrade. No, it doesn't
I
have to
mean,
be
so
your
even-
secrets or charges.
Yeah, like if it was like 2,
Yeah.
like just 2 of them stapled together, then it's like,
Yes, that'd be nice.
cool,
Yeah.
this is just like deduction, right?
Yep.
Like it's not really.
And it also now has like the wild, so it's
you
like
can
the
practice
one
make
downside
it
of this.
anything,
Yeah, don't worry about
or
it.
no
Don't
brain
think about
tester.
that.
Yeah, the wild's insane.
Think about
like,
how
the,
you can
like,
use
if it was
this-
just like 2 book, yeah.
To reload your fucking seal at the 7th side that you put into play on turn 1.
But
Yeah, okay, so this card's fine when you're doing like bad things with it. You're right, but yeah, no, the wild really pushes over the top. If this was 2 books, I think that'd be totally fair. I think this card is like this card's insane with the wild.
yeah.
Like it does still have to be an investigation, so it's basically just a brain.
Yeah, but you can do it during a brain investigation.
Yeah.
Sure.
If only Mystic Spells gave you a shit ton of brain while you were investigating.
If only, but they don't. So. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. My
That's a
I'm-
person's worth of brain.
I'm being corrected. There is, in fact, some mystic spells.
I understand why you wouldn't know. Because you've probably never played like Clairvoyance 5 or what's it called? Other one 4. Right, you're seeking
Lose your
4?
turn 4.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is your turn 4.
Yeah, you've probably never played either of those, but like, yeah, they do give you a big pile
That's
of brain.
crazy.
Yeah. But it's like, this is crazy now that I know that.
Even Dowsing Rod can give you +3 brain, +2
Wow.
brain, or +3 book. And then
Wow.
you can use your charges on. You can put them on your
Yeah.
Seeker's Necronomicon.
Let's go. Do you know who's going to love this card?
Hey.
Amanda Sharp.
I mean, I don't see
Or
it.
Daisy.
Daisy, yep. Yeah, it's going to be nuts. All right, let's get to this. Nope, Blood of Thoth is back. That's right, I have to change
That
the
card's disgusting.
slideshow.
This card? Yeah, it's just blood in a cup.
No, the Enraptured.
Like, I don't know about you, but I'm not a vampire,
Oh, well, you should leave then.
so.
Yeah, you should leave.
This is the vampire only.
So
Oh.
they printed some make good cards.
Shit,
for
dinner-
Lucas,
dinner
so
had
you have to
garlic
build a
in it.
Singleton deck. Play them all.
Anchor Chain. This is a 3-cost asset. Item tool takes the hand slot while Anchor Chain is in your hand. You may perform the below action ability. If you do, discard Anchor Chain instead of exhausting it. As an action, exhaust Anchor Chain evade. You get +1 foot for this evasion attempt. If you successfully evade a non-elite enemy, you may discard 1 card from your hand to prevent that enemy from readying during the next upkeep phase.
I love the art for this because it's implied this guy's like, oh, he's gonna whip this guy with the chain. But what I see, he's like, how did you get on my basement fish, man?
Yes.
Yeah, I think it's like, I mean, so evading is not inherently all that good.
Yeah.
But
There's one of these for each thing, right?
Yes.
yeah,
Yeah.
like this
Yeah.
seems pretty okay.
The freezing makes it
Yeah,
it's
I
very
like
nice.
these.
Yeah. Yeah. We'll talk about what's
Well, I
going
haven't
on
done
because
some
yeah,
of
we're
Like if
gonna
I can just throw away a card from my hand to like, I don't know, make a Gug not ever count again, then
Just,
like,
yeah, very nice.
I'm probably just gonna throw away a card from my hand every
Yes.
turn.
Yeah.
Well, I might not be investigating one, but that's probably not its fault.
Yeah, well that doesn't stop a Gug from playing the game, does it?
Oh, yeah, no. I mean, there's lots of ways to stop Gugs.
Here's Handhook. This is so I'm not going to read the top text because they're all the same. You could discard it from your hand to trigger the below action ability. This one's fight. You get +1 fist for this attack. If you succeed, you may discard a card to have this attack deal +1 damage.
It's fine.
And then, nope, not him yet. We'll do these all in a batch. Nautical Charge, same thing in the top. Exhaust, you get +1 book for this investigation. If you succeed, you may discard 1 card from your hand, discover an additional clue at your location.
I wish they'd forbid scavenging already.
Yeah. Especially also because of like the rotation, it's always there.
Yeah. This is just like deduction every turn at level 0.
Yeah, so you just jam your Rex Murphy deck.
Yeah.
You're like, check it out. I'm doing journalism with a hook, so you can't run away when I'm asking you the hard-hitting questions.
Nautical charts.
I mean, you do have to
It's the
just
same card.
Yeah, you do have to discard another card to get it if you are looping it with scavenging. But like as soon as you get 2 scavengings, then it is like exactly that, right?
Yeah, but like you just pay 3 to play it, and then you're like,
then you don't have to worry about
cards
that.
in my deck don't exist. I don't care about them.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna discover 3 clues with an action every turn.
Yep.
Because Rex is not inherently broken.
Yeah, with Rex that would be another survivor tool that's like nice and Rex.
You can play this, you can play like Mariner's Compass.
And
like,
just
those
go
are both very good.
And then you don't care about your money or your cards. You're just like
who cares? I'm just gonna win the game.
Yeah, you're just like
may resources, cards in hand. If only there was some way we could rectify that in secret.
Yeah, especially that maybe costs 0 as well. Yeah.
Multiple options
Who
for
knew?
that.
Yeah.
Who knew?
And then this is the guy we skipped over, Lawrence Carlisle, 3 cost, Sculpting His Dreams. This is takes an ally slot. You get +1 book. After you discard 1 or more cards in your hand during your turn, exhaust them, gain 1 resource.
That seems fun.
Maybe you should have to discard scavenging to get the card back. Sorry. Yeah, this guy's fine.
Yeah. Yep.
No, this card just seems like you play this as your last slot in your Rex Murphy deck, and you're like, oh no! If only there was a way for one of these things to build an engine that fueled the other.
Oh,
one.
now I get 2 a turn. Yeah. Oh no.
The guy's like extremely good in Daryl.
Yes. Yeah.
6, but he's
Yeah.
a real seeker.
Also, just kind of nice for survivors that like don't get secret to have like a book ally that if they go into Granny Orn, they don't need to play Granny Orn 0. You know,
Yep.
they could play something else.
I'm sorry, are you suggesting that Granny on 0 is really bad because she doesn't really do anything?
Yeah, I would say that.
I'm like a little bit disappointed at how easy it is to get resources off this guy with like how many
that's
options
fair.
there are to recycle or get value out of discarding cards. I did kind of like Survivor as being the no card draw, no resource gain class.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
Yeah, this guy's like, can you imagine if he gave you the resource when you investigated? That would be kind of fun.
Yeah. We got Profane Idol. This is the 1 cost asset.
Bryn!
Takes up the accessory slot. 3 horror. Can only be played from your discard pile when it's defeated. Shuffle into your deck instead of discarding it.
This is so much cooler than
doing
a trash can.
Yeah. Remember when I said that this whole set is basically just finishing a bunch of survivor cycles?
Yeah.
That's like cooler than starting a new one.
Yep,
because-
100%. Travis isn't gonna look at this anymore.
No, I'm not.
Yeah, no, it's like you just build a Bob deck that is actually, if you want to see the deck list, it's on our Patreon, and you should check it out. And it sounded very fun.
It was fun.
Yeah.
It would have been slightly better if it could soak horror as well.
Yeah.
Not much, but slightly.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I like a lot of my deck building ideas. I expected Travis to just tell me it was stupid and then like build a deck.
No, that
using
one was
scavenging
sick.
and
That was a
efficient cards.
winner.
Yeah.
That deck was sick.
Hell yeah.
Was.
All right. Next up, we got Ample Supplies. This is a 1 cost 2 experience asset. Limit 1 per investigator, uses 2 supplies. As a reaction, if you discard 1 or more cards from your hand, exhaust Ample Supplies, place a supply on this card. As Lightning Bolt, discard Ample Supplies, move each supply on this card to your resource pool as resources.
Sure.
So this is just like, you're new to Call of Cthulhu. You're playing the game. The veteran player's like, yeah, we do actually need 300 pounds of dynamite.
Yeah.
We're just going to hang on to it for a while, okay? And you're like, why would we spend all our money on that? And they're like, just don't.
We
just
need
don't.
it.
We're going to need it.
We don't need food.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're going to die long before that. That doesn't matter.
Yeah.
This is just that. This is like, hey, you want stuff.
Is this just kind of shitty investments?
Yes.
All things are kind of shitty investments if you look at them in the right light.
Yeah.
Okay. It is a supply you can get with backpack. 'Cause
Yeah.
that card needed to be better, but whatever.
Yeah, it's not an item, unfortunately. Though clearly everything in the box is items.
Yeah. Well, the
No,
box
it's a
itself.
supply. It's a
Oh,
supply
that's
of
so
items.
deep. That's so
you telling
deep.
me that rope isn't an item?
Not
No, 'cause
yet.
It's you don't have the rope, but you have a supply of ropes. It's not an item until you take it out of the box.
Wow, Schrodinger's item.
Yeah, like you don't know it. So like the resources represent the supplies that you have, and you don't know it, but like the game, and you don't know what the resources actually are until you spend them on something. So like that like hand hook that takes up 3 resources worth of box space.
Why isn't this an event that like attaches to your investigator? Then maybe you can return it to your hand somehow.
I feel like it's.
Gotta get back scavenging. It's an item.
I think it's because of
not an item.
Yorick, because he could then like play a weird discard deck. That's probably the. I think like it would make sense in an event, but yeah.
I mean, that might be good.
Yeah, I mean, if you're playing like discard Yorick, this is probably okay in economy, right? Because it's just like free money, basically, with his
Yeah.
ability. If you don't need to play anything else, and if you're discarding cards, it becomes more. But yeah, it is basically just bad investments.
Yeah, I mean.
Sorry, red investments.
So like I don't know about bad because this does start on 2.
It does start at 2, but it does cost 2 experience.
Yeah, and it also costs some money. Investments cost 1 or 0.
I don't know. Have not played the card in a long
I
time.
don't play with that card.
Okay.
It's bad.
Probably
well,
one
it
then.
might be different.
Yeah.
It doesn't
Yeah.
matter. It does. So like the short thing about it, investments is it doesn't matter if it costs 1 or 0.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
It would
It's
be
not
neat if you
good
could
either way.
like put a supply for each card you discard on it. But
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, but that would also have the opportunity, like the potential to get out of hand way too quickly.
Yeah, but you're a survivor. What are you doing with the money?
Swing the
Whatever
fire
your
axe.
off class, whatever your
Just
off
pop
class
this baby up
does.
to level 3. It's not a problem anymore.
Yep. All right. Gift of Nodens. 2 cost,
Oh,
5
God.
experience.
Ooh, he's high-fiving the ghost hand.
Takes up the arcane slot as a reaction when you commit the cards to a skill test you're performing. Choose a survivor skill card in your discard pile and discard 1 card from your hand. Commit the chosen skill to this test. After the skill test resolves, place that skill on the bottom of your deck. Limit once per round.
Yeah, I mean that is like the artwork is pretty Nodens where he's like, you know, it'd be wicked sick if you went over there and like punked that Biaki. And
Yeah.
you do, and he's like, hell yeah.
Yeah.
Bud.
Yeah.
Anyway, here's a small boon. That
Yeah,
will help
here's
you
a-
next time,
a
I
resourceful,
guess.
yeah.
For what it's worth, like, he is like the coolest of the other guys, but he's still an asshole to people.
Oh yeah, that's why he doesn't help you up front.
Yeah.
He's like, I thought you were gonna die for sure.
Wow, you killed that deep one. That was sick. Here's a spear that's really good at killing deep ones. And you're like,
The fuck?
I'm not gonna need to do this ever again, am I?
He's like, nope.
Maybe.
Yep.
No, I
That's
don't
cool.
know. I think it's cool. Yeah.
Yeah, I've already told chat that I'll never make you guys watch me play this in Silas because you would hate me for it.
that's okay.
Yeah.
As long as you, I don't mind. Like, as long as you play it fast.
All right.
Like, as long as you physically play fast.
Nope. So slow. Yeah.
Justin just sitting there like going through his fucking 4 cards in his discard pile, like
Oh, no, it's easy.
There's only
it's
one of
easy.
them
It's
that can be
always
committed,
brute force.
but
It's always brute
I
force
would
or resourceful.
also accept that you can play slow as you like if you can find a way to play this card fast.
Okay. That's fair.
Yeah.
I'll take both challenges. Yeah. All right, let's go to the events. We got Catch. You dumb ghoul, take this paper. This kid is dead, by the way. Smash cuts to just his bloody body on the street. This ghoul tore him up.
Yeah,
Zero cost
probably.
event, tactic trick.
I can't even tell what's happening in the art.
As this should cost to play Catch, choose and discard an item asset that takes up at least 1 hand slot from your hand or play area. Evade, you get plus X foot for this evasion attempt, where X is the chosen asset's printed resource cost. If you succeed against a non-elite enemy and that asset was in your play area, that enemy does not ready during the next upkeep phase.
You don't get money back.
No.
I mean,
They
that's,
realized
even the
that was
point.
like
So-
so good.
that card's like a little bit fucked up.
I mean, if one of these 2 cards should get money, it should be the evade one. So
I
there's
agree.
a reason to play it.
I agree. Yeah.
I mean, I think this one still ends up being played in like the deck that wants to try to abuse that, because you need more than 2 options to throw your card away.
There's lots of options to throw your cards away.
Is the book
No.
one next? It
Yeah,
is.
there's like that necklace one where you can just discard cards and not take damage.
Yeah, not from play though.
Oh, you don't need to do that.
Yeah, you do.
No, you don't. Most cards, they just discard themselves.
You just throw your chainsaw at somebody.
Yeah.
There's also a
Why not
book
one?
one that is just it's the same thing but just book instead, but no resources either. Could you imagine if this one gave resources but the evade one didn't?
This one's like, that would be so funny.
Yeah.
This is actually pretty good though, I
Yeah.
think.
Yes. I could see like a mark deck running both this and like the Act of Desperation and being very happy
Yep.
with it. Yeah.
Insight and Tactic. There's lots of people who play Insights who probably appreciate this as well.
Yep, for sure. All right, let's keep it going with Glimmer of Hope level 2. I think the only difference is it gets a brain and a foot, and otherwise
Yeah,
it's the same.
It's kind of lazy. I think I've said multiple times in videos in the past that like this was a card that never needed an upgrade, but yeah. Here we are.
It's fine.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's
I
fine.
think it makes sense in the cycle with of George Barnaby to like if there's like a card
Yeah,
to
I
support
think
it. But
they wanted to put Glimmer of Hope in here without printing another one and without reprinting it.
Yep.
It's kind of
yeah,
same
yeah.
thing, like
Yeah.
what happened with the Spectral Razor stuff in the previous set. They
Yeah.
had these designed for return to
Oh, for Turn to Dream Eaters,
Dream
yeah.
Eaters, and then it got axed. and
100%.
like, ugh.
Yeah. Just drip these out over the next
Yeah.
few. Yeah, 100%. All right. Let's go to Good Weather with George Barnaby on his boat, baby. 1 cost, 2 experience event. It's myriad. Fast play after the investigation phase begins. Group limit 1 in play. Put Good Weather in play next to the agenda deck and choose a skill. While this card is in play, each investigator gets +2 to the chosen skill. And when the investigation phase begins, discard Good Weather. So you get it to like the whole next round.
It's about 2 turns before he jumps into the ocean. When you think maybe this time will be different.
And he's like, no.
And you still see the nice tropical islands. You don't have the ice cliffs of Antarctica in view yet.
Yeah.
I think my favorite thing about this card is that when someone says foot bad, you can say no, foot normal.
Actually, okay.
Yeah. Foot's just back to how it was. Yeah.
No, it seems fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like a map the area where it's like one of those things where you read it and you're like, okay, and then like you play and you're like, oh, actually it was all right. You know, it's actually
Yeah.
a
I wish
nice
it were
effect.
1 cost so you could play it in Carson,
It
but
is 1 cost.
like
An experience.
I don't
Experience,
count like resources are free. So
All right. Improvised weapon, level 2. You may play from your discard pile. The attached enemy gets... Sorry, if you do shuffle into your deck after resolve its effects and draw 1 card as well. Fight, the attacked enemy gets -2 fight. If you play from your discard pile, it deals +1 damage.
yeah,
Do the other 2 exist?
No.
that's okay. They're gonna
Okay.
come out over different cycles.
You kidding me?
No, they're gonna be... We're gonna slowly see those.
I mean, the book one probably shouldn't exist.
The winging it would be insane.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'd
No,
love to
this
see
is
the
neat.
evade
I
one,
like
though.
this.
Yeah. All right. Contemplative. It's an innate skill. You may commit contemplative to an investigation or skill test during a parlay attempt at your location or connect location. If it is successful, the performing investigator discovers 1 clue at their location.
How does that help?
Oh well, it's like the long shot. But
I know it's
for-
like the long shot. That makes sense. You're throwing a brick at the guy over in the field over there. This one, you're just like sitting there thinking, and then the other guy who's in a
'cause
different house is like, of course.
we're all connected. We're on a hive mind to the great homunculus.
Oh. Yeah. I thought it was just because this guy wasn't there with his weird baby head. To distract you from what you're doing.
You're trying to investigate. Like, I can't stop looking at this fucked up baby head.
You know, like it is.
I know this card's really good though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Very nice. Very nice.
It's a strange piece of art.
All right. And then we got upgraded Last
There's
Chance.
so many symbols.
Yeah, 3 experience. Again, you may commit with no other cards committed to it. Other cards cannot be committed to this test. It loses 1 for each in your hand.
Okay.
And if it's successful, you draw 2 cards.
Okay.
I love it actually.
Yeah, I think it's very good.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
I mean, I like playing with Last Chance normally.
Yeah.
Um,
And having like an upgraded version that just like is draw 2 is
yeah,
very
like,
nice.
this seems much better
Because
I can go down to 0 cards in hand, and then I'm not actually at 0 cards in hand.
yep. And even if you have like 3 cards in hand and you commit this, it's like still just like
trips wild.
yep. Very nice card.
Yeah, I like it.
This is better than the upgraded Unexpected Courage.
Yes,
At
it is.
almost all
I
times.
actually think this is
So-
upgraded Unexpected Courage because it's like it's gonna feel like a similar spot to those
Yeah.
other ones that
I mean,
do.
Upgrade Unexpected Courage is good in the niche where you just want to have a skill connect to
Yes.
the test. You don't care whether
Yeah.
you
It
pass
definitely
or
has
not,
its homes.
really,
Yeah.
but yeah.
All right. I'm a bit scared of these neutral cards. I'm very scared of Travis. I'm just very scared of Travis in this one. Sorry, what Anchor Chain? I did the same thing again. I'm just so scared.
It's Anchor Chain, but it's neutral.
All right.
Is that red?
So we have neutral and the specialist cards here.
That's right, I think.
Oh, okay.
All right, we got Ascetic. This is campaign mode only, permanent level 1 per deck. Purchase only at deck creation. When you purchase this card, gain 10 experience. For the end of the campaign, you cannot earn experience.
Oh, this is to fix all the people who complained about their investigators being killed. Sure.
Yeah. Yeah, you can also not add this to your homunculus pile. But you can add it at session 0.
Yeah, and then die in
So
session
then
1.
you can buy 13 points worth of cards.
Yeah, and then die.
And then die.
And then take down the rabbit hole and
Yeah.
arcane research, because then you don't actually pay anything to do it, and then
Yeah.
you're set, Bryn.
You don't need to earn experience because they cost 0.
Yeah.
Yeah. Easy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, that was less. I was so worried for that. That was the one I thought Travis was
I
gonna yell.
don't like it.
No, yeah, I-
think it's like, God forbid we suffer consequences for our actions.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, I mean, like, firstly, don't die.
yeah.
I say this as someone who never makes it out of the asylum.
Yeah,
Don't
just,
die.
Just don't die.
Just don't die. If you
Then
die,
dying halfway through Carcosa isn't that bad.
that's
Yeah.
how it is. That's
Yeah.
just how it is. Like, you move on.
Yeah.
You play Duke, you move on.
Yeah. No, I get to play Duke with 10 XP.
Yeah. Play Duke, or even just like have like the just be like, you know what, I lost, and just like take the
Yeah.
beating.
I'm gonna choose to believe that deck creation only occurs at session 0.
It's unfortunately
And
not
all
the
other
case.
Times, this is merely an extension of the deck that I was playing.
Yeah.
When is deck creation?
Whenever you create a deck. So it's exactly that. Like you die in the asylum, and this is here too.
Can I purchase this at the beginning of every scenario when I'm playing?
retire your guy.
No, that's I was actually thinking like that is like a fun idea. Just like everyone retire and then just bring a new investigator
No,
each
no,
time.
no. When I'm playing stupid detective guy, green-blue detective guy,
Green, blue detective.
yellow blue detective guy.
Oh, Joe Diamond.
Yeah, Joe Diamond. 'Cause he mixes inside deck every.
Oh no, that's
Why
not
not?
deck creation. No, that's you build an. It's. I know it's a deck, but
I'm
it's not deck
creating
It
creation.
is
No,
a deck, and you are creating it, but it is not deck.
someone's typing the email now. All right. Next up, we got spiritual healing.
If my deck has multiple decks, can I have that more than one copy?
Yes, 100%. It's Joe Diamond can have 2.
All right.
Yeah, for experience, when you purchase spiritual healing, remove 1 point of physical or mental trauma from your investigator.
Fine.
I don't like it.
It's 4 XP, and you can do it once.
I don't
cares?
think you should be able to interact with trauma. I think that's like a core part of the
Well, you
game
can do it.
mechanics.
You can do it as a core part of the game mechanics in the Forgotten Age.
Yeah. Yeah, because
This is more expensive and worse.
I mean that's different because the designers have control over when you can do it.
I think it's fine.
I don't think it's too good or anything like that.
Yeah, like what are you gonna do? Take ascetics so that you can buy.
Yeah, I'm gonna take in the thick of
and
it.
then use this to heal one of your like.
Let's go. Yeah.
I don't know, it just bothers me the idea that you should constantly be able to interact with every part of the game. Like bad things happen to you in the game. No, I should be able to mitigate them somehow. Like you don't have to.
I mean, so this one.
Bad things can just happen.
This one, I think, is just like if you're doing well enough, like yeah, sure, maybe you should be able to just like dumpster the game further. Like it doesn't matter, you're already winning, right? Like if I'm in a space where I have 4 XP to spend, and I don't need to spend it on something to make my deck better, then like who cares? Doesn't matter anymore.
Just make your deck better though.
But
There's
what if-
gotta be
what
something
if
you can buy
there-
that isn't this.
Like, no, I could just buy this.
Yeah, but you like
I'm gonna buy this first. It's gonna be the first card I include in my homunculus deck.
I don't think you should be able to interact with trauma.
All right. Short rest. This is a 1-cost event. It's a spirit. It's a myriad. Heal 1 damage or horror from an investigator or ally at your location. As a reaction, after investigator location, play short rest. Play another short rest from your hand, paying its cost.
So like
That's kinda neat.
not pictured here is like skids getting mauled by a
Yeah.
one in the street.
Yeah. This is actually me and Travis just like doing this to each other. It's like, wow, look how many I have. And then Bryn's like, ah! Just
We sat down, you have your 2 trauma from the fake, and I have my trauma from arcane researches, and we're like, yay!
I think this is like a neat. It's not that good.
But I mean, like, it's neutral healing, so like
But
it
yeah,
shouldn't
like,
be, right?
It's a neutral. It's a myriad neutral card. So like cool. It rewards everyone for playing it.
Yep.
Otherwise, congratulations. Move on with your lives. Right.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yep.
no, I like this card design.
Yeah.
That's a good neutral card, I think.
And we got Confidence. This is an innate skill, commits for a wild, for maximum committed per test. For each additional chaos token revealed during the skill test, even if it was cancelled or ignored, it gains a wild to a maximum of +3 wild.
That's a purple skill.
No, because Agatha also now reveals multiple tokens.
She can play purple cards.
But she's also a seeker. What the fuck?
I don't know.
Yeah, that's what I said too. This
It's
seems
fine, but this is a purple card.
yeah.
Yeah.
All right, it's now specialist time. There's a lot of specialist cards, and we're not going to be able to know offhand who a lot of these investigators who can play them are.
Great.
So let's just we'll go through these ones pretty quick.
All right.
All right, first up we got Library Pass.
Ooh,
This is
remind me later. I got an idea.
yeah. So 2 cost 1 experience, Miskatonic Scholar only. Is lightable during your turn if there's no attached asset to Library Pass. Spend 1 resource attached to Tome asset from your hand to this card. Attached asset takes its own slot. Limit 1 attached asset. When your turn ends, place attached asset on the bottom of your deck. Yes, before Travis says it, Scroll of Secrets Necronomicon would go pretty hard here.
No, is this some dumb shit where I can, like... It doesn't exhaust. Can I spend a resource to put a thing onto it and then swap it?
Probably.
Because
I
it
mean,
doesn't say to unattach it. Does it get discarded or does it just go back
so
to your hand slot?
what would you swap it with?
Oh, I don't know. I'm just like thinking because of how Diana can swap the... You can like get rid of the one that's on her. I guess
Yes.
my question is more what happens to the card that's on it. Does it get discarded?
Yes, that's what happens
Yes.
for Diana.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, Diana is different because there's an event, so they can't be in play.
Yeah. So they would be discarded for this.
Okay.
I just want to use this
Hate
card
that.
to bully Joyce Little with. Like, you should come buy books. Look, a library card.
I'm putting you out of business.
You'd have to play a Miskatonic or Scholar.
That's okay.
Rescue, though.
Don't worry, Bryn will just play Rita and just do.
I'll play Moni Torgan, and I'll like find a way
Use
to
a
transfigure
scholar.
myself
Yeah.
into
No,
somebody
he's a
else.
Scholar.
Yeah. All right. Next one we got here is Bound for the Horizon. This is 2 cost 2 experience. Drifter, Hunter, Wayfarer deck only. This is so like
So that's,
survivors
like,
and rogues.
Tony and Duke,
yeah,
for
and then
sure.
like a lot of survivors or drifters.
Yeah.
Lightning bolt during your turn. Discard 1 card from your hand and exhaust. Bound for the Horizon. Move to a connecting location.
Seems fine.
Yeah, that's fine.
Just some specialist
Like-
Pathfinder.
Yep.
Yeah. I think also with these ones we see in the context of their design that they knew there was going to be a rotation coming in. So it's like this is like that. It's like Pathfinder that not everyone can play.
Yeah.
We got the Forbidden Sutra. 2 cost 2 experience takes by hand slot. Bless, Curse, Sorcerer deck only. You get +1 skill value resolving spell events. During a skill test on a spell event, take up to 3 horror. For each horror taken, reveal additional chaos token for this test. Choose one of the revealed tokens to resolve and ignore the rest.
That's pretty neat. I like that one, I think.
I like it for Agnes, because she got some actual like horror support. She hasn't got something that just pings her.
Yeah.
That's new
It's been
for a while.
since you take horror because we don't have downsized our cards anymore.
It's true. It's true. Walter Fitzpatrick. He's playing both sides. He's an ally. Soaks for 2 and 2. Civic, Silver Twilight, Socialite deck only.
That reads an awful lot like he's only playing one side.
It's really. You get +1 skill value while parlaying. As after you successfully parlay, exhaust him, gain 1 resource.
Are the sides Silver Twilight Lodge and everyone else?
Yeah. And then just like outstanding mayor's assistant.
Yeah.
One thing I do like is that rather than like just being like we're gonna kill Dr. Milan, they're like, okay, you all can get a Dr. Milan, you know.
Yeah. I mean, I don't really like parlay as an archetype in general because there's an investigator who does it well. So
Because of your crippling sports gambling addiction.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, it's like either the cards, if the cards are good enough to make other parlay viable for other characters, they're probably like Insane Alessandra. And didn't account for that one.
Yeah. So
Signed her.
this is just like Fine Clothes isn't going to exist.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
So you can play this guy.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Yeah.
Right.
All right. We got Captivating Performance, 3 cost, 3 experience, Dreamer, Performer, Sorcerer deck only. Number 1 per investigator. After you perform 3 different types of actions in a row, exhaust Captivating Performance. Take an additional action, which must be a different type from all other actions you've taken this turn.
Wow, it's like inverse haste.
Yeah. Itza.
Yeah. I like it.
Yeah. They did rule, because there was some people asking before, whenever you take like a double action, it's like with haste you choose, and it's the same with this. So you can choose like one of the two, right? So like, you know how like when haste you're like fighting, like you use lockpicks, it's a activate end.
And investigate.
For this one you can choose which of the two you are doing. Otherwise the card would be like
Very bad.
very bad. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Those are all activate actions, actually.
Yeah.
I think you'll find.
Yeah. So
I mean, that's not how English works, but okay. A different type from all their actions, but they are activate actions, so yeah.
yeah. No, it's a bit clunky for sure, but I'd rather them like make the card function.
Yeah.
But
man,
they
I
can
think-
say
I
take an
think-
additional action, which no, it does work as it's read. Sorry, misread the first time. Must be a different type from all other actions you have taken this turn. So it doesn't have. It can share types with other ones, but it just has to have at least one type that's different.
Yes. Yeah.
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 Why didn't you clarify that? That's what the card actually does. What it says this time.
That's not
That's
right.
wild.
That's not right.
All right.
Good job, templating crew. You guys did it.
We got Cowl of Sekhmet. This is 2 cost, 3 experience. Cloak of the Pharaohs takes the body slot. Soaks for 2 horror. Believer chosen cultist deck only. When to your location, exhaust Cowl of Sekhmet until the end of the round. Each non-elite enemy at the location cannot engage you, and you cannot deal damage to those enemies.
Sekhmet the crocodile one.
I think so.
Sick. There's nothing crocodile themed about this, which is less sick. Okay.
Yeah,
That's
it's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a neat flavor. It gives you the, like, Diana can show up and she's like, oh no, I'm one of you.
Yes, yeah, for sure. Yeah.
It's kind of fun.
Yeah. All right. We also got Dakota Garofalo, 4 cost, 3 experience ally, Detective Hunter Wayfarer deck only. While there's a creature or monster enemy at your location, you get +1 brain and +1 fist. She also has a lightning bolt ability to exhaust or choose an enemy or location or connecting location, move to the chosen enemy's location, and engage it.
You know, there's this this green investigator called Moni Torgan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's got a weakness that's really tough because sometimes
Yeah.
it's really far away from you. You got to move and engage it.
And being like,
if
yeah.
only there was a way to
To just like,
do that.
yeah.
Do you know who's a Wayfarer?
Who?
I'm pretty sure Luke is.
Let's find out. He's worth checking for.
Yeah. This card's neat though. I do really appreciate that it only moves you instead of the enemy to you, because that would be insane.
He is a Wayfarer. He gets 3 traits. Not only is he's also a drifter. Like, not only is he like so stacked in all ways, that motherfucker gets 3 traits.
Yeah, you get to
Gee,
sword arm
Luke, how
people at
come- how
adjacent
come
locations, and you
Fantasy
get your
Flight lets
+2.
you have 3 traits.
He's so cool, man.
Also, people are probably wondering, because we actually never talked about it for specialist cards. We've been saying for a long time we would be interested in them seeing like exploring traits, and
Yeah.
it's cool. And I think they've also said that like they're going to look at potentially like some investigators who only have 1 trait, like add another one to them as like a taboo to just try it out.
Something like that.
But
That's a lot of.
That's like a
that's
lot of
too many
mental
things to
bookkeeping.
remember.
Um,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like it's fine. I can probably just put a slip of paper in this, like the binder
so
page. They
like
go in, and I don't have to remember it anymore. But
Yeah, I mean, it's also just okay for them to have access to a smaller card pool.
yep,
That's
definitely,
just how it
definitely.
is.
Yeah, they
Like,
haven't said like for sure,
you
but
gonna taboo the Dunwich investigators to get 10 cards at level 0 instead? 'Cause
8.
they get less? Like,
I want 8. All right, let's keep this going. We got Nose to the Grindstone, 2 cost, 3 experience, Criminal Drifter Entrepreneur. Lightning Bolt during a skill test on a tool asset, exhaust Nose to the Grindstone. You get +2 skill value for the skill test. If it fails, either replenish 1 supply on that asset or gain 1 resource.
I like that.
what's he doing?
He's screwing into an egg Tamagotchi like thing, and he's like, "What the fuck is this?"
This is ancient, really, an artifact, and he's like, oh, I need a Phillips for this one.
yeah. All right, let's keep it.
It sounds like Robertson to me. But
Yeah. We'll leave it to Wilson Richards. He knows what's
he's
up.
the professional.
he'll figure it out.
Yeah. Sound support, 2 cost, 3 experience, assistant, medic, warden deck only, limit 1 per investigator. Sound support may be assigned damage and or horror dealt to other investigators' location. When your turn begins, heal a damage or horror from sound support.
Wow, I bet this would be really good in Carolyn, especially if you had an Agnes on your team.
You know what? Maybe.
You know.
The only downside is it actually doesn't trigger Carolyn or Vincent.
Yeah, you can play this in Yorick.
Well,
Yeah.
no, the Agnes in the art doesn't really look too much like her either, I don't think.
It's
As much as it could.
Yeah, those are actually just those are imposters. That's definitely Trish,
Yeah.
Trish and
Like, they look
Also
enough
Trish.
like
Yeah.
Carolyn and Agnes.
Yeah.
They are, but they
Anyway.
don't look like them.
Spoilers, the next ancient one is Trish.
yes, 100%. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, he's also said York. Yeah, just like
Yeah, Yorick can play it.
he's like, you also don't die. you
Yeah,
know?
you're just like, if only there was a way to make me not die.
I appreciate they made assistant and warden, so both Hanks can play it.
Yes.
That's very cool
Yeah,
of them.
yeah. All right, trench armor. 2 cost, 3 experience. Agency police veteran. Cancel the first attack of opportunity made against you each round. 3 soak in the body slot.
This seems kind of ass. For 3 experience and your body slot. It's a tough ask, I think.
I mean, like, 3 is a lot. You can play it in Dexter. He's a veteran.
He is a veteran.
Yeah.
How
Yeah,
much
I
does
don't
the
know.
I think why you want this.
how much does the
Because you get to play this
Body
as the,
armor cost, like the bulletproof vest. Is that 3 experience?
obfuscations.
so it's like
Might be 4.
I think they're
I
4.
think they're 4, yeah.
I think so.
You know, I feel like that might be 4.
I don't like.
Okay.
It's been a
I
very.
can't
long
remember
Yeah, so
if they're
since you've
like,
looked at them?
I know they soak 4. I can't remember if it's also 4 experience
Yeah.
or 3 experience of soak
Yeah.
4.
So it's kind of like another version of that.
Yeah, like
that
different-
also cancels the first attack. So if you have some sort of thing that cares about it, like I think Trish can play it, so she could just tank the shadow agent shows up. She's like,
Uh-huh.
I am trench armor.
Yeah, there's a handful of niche options for
Yeah.
her, and for if you're playing some kind of you want to trigger Alice Luxley, because I mean you're stupid in playing that deck. I've tried that deck; it's not good.
Yeah.
But for most of the characters who can play this, they're guardians, and you kind of just have a plan, which
Yeah, I
is
mean-
kill the enemy.
It does seem okay if you're playing like a guns build where your plan is to play another gun.
Yep. It's just like, and then
Like if you run out in the middle of fighting a guy, you're just like, well, I'm not like don't.
yeah.
don't
Actually,
I'll kill
maybe
you,
this
though.
is like
Seems fine.
support for like flamethrower builds and stuff, where you can grab a guy so you get to shoot two of them.
Yeah, but the flamethrower takes up your body slot.
Yeah. That minigun card from the new set.
Yeah.
You can reposition and
The Gatling
cards
gun.
that do more damage to people and stuff.
Yep.
Dodging attacks, you can 1-2 punch someone.
And there's actually a gun coming up too in the specials cards that this also can like synergize with.
That's
Yeah,
not
the
quite
tank
as bad
gun.
as I initially thought it was.
Yeah. Yeah, the anti-tank gun, yeah. We got the Storm Ruler. 3 cost, 4 experience.
Sword.
Item, relic, weapon, melee, takes up the hand slot. Blessed, Clairvoyant, Sorcerer deck only as an action fight. Add your brain value to your skill value for this attack. If the attack is successful in addition to its standard damage, you may exhaust Storm Ruler, deal 1 damage to an enemy location for each skull, cultist, tablet, or squid symbol revealed during this attack to a maximum of 3 additional damage.
That's cool. Like I don't know about good, but it's cool.
That's a lot of experience for a kukri.
Yep.
You know.
This is upgrade kukri. Is what it is. Fancy.
Kukri's like, me too, I want the upgrade.
Yeah. That's kind
Yeah,
of.
I mean, so if they gave you a kukri that was just like +1 and you could exhaust the kukri to deal 1 extra damage,
Yeah, that
that would
fine.
be good.
Yeah. You know,
So-
this card's fine.
Yeah, the only thing that's like, as we were talking about earlier, all the way back ages ago at the start of this video, about how like the tokens are canceled. So then you have to like make it through an attack where you also like resolve those tokens.
Yeah. Oh no, you just thank God Raw of Cardinal Ghost exists, right?
Yep.
You
Yeah.
just-
Exactly. Yeah. You just do that thing.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
just play this in gym.
Yeah. And just like 3 skulls, baby.
'Cause he's probably a sorcerer, right?
He might be. I don't know. He's not worth checking. He's no Luke
No.
Robinson. No.
I think he's a sorcerer though.
Yeah.
He's got to be.
Hopefully.
Probably.
All right. We got Archibald McVeigh, 4 cost, 5 experience. He's an ally that looks for 2 and 3. He's a system reporter scholar deck only, uses 4 secrets. You get +1 book, and secrets on assets you control may be spent as resources to pay for insight events you play.
This guy's very clearly watching you do something that's not technically illegal, but like strongly
But he's
discouraged.
This motherfucker, he's not gonna fucking say anything to you about it. Yeah, he's just
they're
gonna
like,
be
you can't take Necronomicon out of the library. And they're like, okay, I'll photocopy it then. And he's like,
he's just like,
it's not against the rules, but...
yeah, 100%.
He seems pretty solid though.
Yeah, he's neat. This is... I like this for secret usage. Get to pay inside events. I think that's neat. You don't see we don't see that too often. It's like also one you can just throw into the meat grinder.
Yeah.
Though he's a lecturer, he should be Miskatonic. He probably works at the Miskatonic University, which is the only university in this universe.
It's true, yeah. Everyone works there, yeah. There's no other ones.
Nothing exists.
Oh, hi,
outside of
Russell.
Boston.
Yeah, you're probably like, why isn't anyone upstairs? Well, luckily we're still talking. All right, upgraded library pass, 5 experience. It's now permanent.
Sure.
And you don't have to pay to put the thing attached to it. And then when your turn ends, you must either pay 1 resource or place attached asset on the bottom of your deck.
And exhausts.
But otherwise, yeah.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
That's like a pretty fine pseudo-neutral card.
Yeah, I am. Yeah. Hey, Russell. All right.
Like, that card basically could be neutral because most of the investigators who are going to want extra tome slots are Miskatonic or Scholar anyway, so...
Yeah. All right. We have the Mauser Tank of Air M1918. 4 cost, 5 experience. Takes up 2 hand slots. Hunter, Veteran, Warden deck only. Uses 1 shell. If it is ready, as an action, spend 1 shell, fight. You get +5 fist for this attack, and this attack deals +3 damage.
Is this the elephant gun?
You can exhaust it to replenish 1 shell on it as well.
That's so cool. It's probably kind of bad, but it's so cool.
I just like the idea of using this to, like, kill fishmen or whatever. They're just, like, normal person size.
Yeah.
Like, it makes sense if you're fighting a Gug or something. Like, okay, sure, that guy
You
is
run
huge,
through the streets
but-
of Inti Deep, and you're like, there's a deep one up ahead, and you're like, okay, set up. Turns into a red mist. All the other deep ones are just like, what the fuck,
And I know,
bro?
and I know Bryn and I talked about this. Like, it probably, like, it makes sense that it's a shell, but it's like a little. I wish it was ammo, but it makes sense that it is. You know.
It would probably be really silly if it wasn't.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, that's a neat, flavorful, and mechanical choice. I think.
I'm
will
gonna
use
try
this
to
as intended.
play this in Dexter Drake deck because he's a veteran.
Yep.
Yeah, I know you will.
Then we'll play Haste and take activate actions.
Yeah. Find ways to ready it too, so you can like shoot him
Why
off.
don't you just
throw it
play it
away.
and Moni Torgan?
Because who cares?
He's probably a hunter.
Yeah, he definitely is.
Yeah. Yeah, he's yeah. All right. We got On Their Heels. Hey, Travis, do those guys remind you of something? The dogs?
Yeah. It's me trying to wrangle you guys while I get clues.
No, or I was gonna say, are those the dogs that were from the Barkham?
No, those aren't them.
They aren't?
I'm pretty sure they're not those breeds.
Wow. No, the for skids, the hired dogs.
Oh, maybe.
I thought they might be, but
I don't remember. I didn't look at that
I
card.
don't
for
remember
much.
either. I thought they were, but you convinced me they aren't now. On Their Heels is 2 cost, 5 experience. Event, detective, hunter, police, reporter deck only. Limit 1 per investigator, uses 5 leads. As an action, after you enter a location with 1 or more enemies, spend 1 lead and exhaust On Their Heels. Either discover 1 clear location or deal 1 damage to an enemy at your location.
I like that.
Suck it, Acolyte.
Yeah, yeah. It's basically just like
Hey, Russell.
a less abusable agency backup, which is probably good for like a kind of neutral agency backup.
Yeah. I mean, agency backup is a lot of work to abuse anyway.
Yeah, exactly. And also got
That's really
7.
what I
Yeah.
was concerned about.
Yeah.
All you have to do is get your 5 experience, 7 cost asset in the play.
Put a few trusteds
Okay.
on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, that's a pretty solid card.
Yeah. All right, we got Sacred Oath, Loyalty, Order, and Wisdom.
Okay.
So these are myriad. So it's like that Empower Self. You buy one, you get them all. They all cost 1. They're all fast. They're all for Cultist, Cull, Silver Twilight deck only, and they all take up 1. All 3 take up an Arcane slot. As a reaction, when you draw a non-weakness Omen or Power, Curse or Hex, Pact or Terror, you can discard a copy of Sacred Oath from play, cancel that Treachery's Revelation effect, and discard it.
Sorry, what are the other sets? Cursor Hex and
Omen or Power.
It's like a low price experience-wise, but that's pretty neat. It's a little tough because you can't really pull them out of your deck. There's nothing really search for packs, but...
Now there's friends in low places.
Yeah. I kind of wish this was like 4 experience, but it's fine.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah.
Be able to copy... Or be able to eat like 3... Yeah, it's just like 3 Ward of Protections.
Yeah.
It's fine.
And I like them in Patrice, because she's cursed, so she can actually play this, because you can then, like, instead of just playing your holding your ward, like, your ward of protection is like, I have to get the card I want, you can just be like...
just vomit them into play.
Yeah, which is very nice. Alright. Name your price. Oh my god, Russ, you look so cute right now. We talked about this one after the last video. 20 cost, 2 experience, criminal socialite deck only, parlay, deal 10 damage to an enemy at your location, 5 damage instead if that enemy is elite, remove name your price from the game.
Number big.
Number big. I like this because it's very kind of the designers to do this, because when we do our Drowned City yearbook, we have an easy Timmy card.
Yep.
Yep.
They are just big numbers.
They are just big numbers. Yep.
Yeah.
Number big. Yep. All right. True Awakening, 0 cost, 2 experience, Blessed Chosen Drifter deck only. Choose and resolve 2 of the following in any order. Draw 2 cards, discover 1 clue your location, heal 1 damage, heal 1 horror.
That's pretty fine.
Yeah.
Yep. Good boy, Russ. Yeah, that's fine. I guess we can keep going. Yeah.
I'm assuming you can't pick the same one twice.
Yeah.
Like modal cards are good.
Yep.
Because they're good. I'm not gonna.
Well, they're good as long as the flexibility doesn't outweigh the extra cost you're paying for them.
Yeah. And the cost ain't much for this one.
It's like 1 XP.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah. All right. We got the Blood of Kinyan. 2 costs, 3 experience. Clairvoyant, Hunter, Sorcerer. Fight. You may use your brain instead of your fist for this attack. For each empty hand slot you have, you get +2 skill value and deal +1 damage for this attack. If it defeats a non-elite enemy, add that enemy to the victory display and attach Blood of Kinyan to it.
That's cool.
Yeah.
That is cool. Hi.
I like that one.
Tony Morgan's, Bryn's Joey the Rat deck. Sell all the guns. Is like, sorry, Joey, can you hold these?
Play your stupid bandolier. Like, I have extra empty hand slots now.
Yep. Yep. There's a lot of, like, also like the
stand card.
Which one?
The one with the ghost in the back that gives you hand slots. Right?
Oh yeah, the Astral Mirror. Yeah,
Astral Mirror.
Yeah.
With Astral Mirror.
Yeah. Also, I like it with the Survivor cards that were spoiled, like Act of Desperation, but also like the Clue one for Tony as well. It's just like throw my gun away. Also Snake Hands.
Yeah.
I think it's a fun card.
Yeah, I like that one.
Also snake hands. You're winding up and they're like, oh man, your hands are knives. Like, no.
They're snakes. Oh, careful, Russ. We got Motivational Speech level 4. This is Civic Performer Socialite deck only. Parlay, choose an investigator location. That investigator may play an ally asset from their hand at no cost. Then that investigator may trigger an action or lightning bolt ability on that asset, ignoring all costs.
That's kind of neat.
Free agency backup.
And free activation. Wow.
And your action even does a damage.
Yeah.
Huge. Yeah, no, that card's fun.
What I also really like about this upgrade is that this one feels, from the design perspective of like, we want Charlie Kane to run it, but we want to make it powerful. And like, Charlie Kane can run this without it being like a level 2 Guardian event.
No, right? Jim's going to abuse the hell out of this.
He is! Jim's going to put in...
Deanna?
Yeah, I guess, yeah. No, Jim's going to use it for someone else. Like, you guys got anything? Yeah. Alright. We got Dimensional Vortex. This is a 2 cost, 5 experience spell, performer, sorcerer only. Fast. Play when the investigation begins. Choose a location. Set each non-elite enemy at the chosen location. Set aside each non-elite enemy of the chosen location. And, until the end of the round, they are not at the location or are immune to player card effects. When the round ends, return each of those enemies to the chosen location, exhausted, max once per game.
Yeah, that's a pretty... I like that as a level 5 spell. It's fun.
These are the guys who, before the chimpanzees, got the turkey on Cunning Distraction. Those are the ones that got sucked in first.
Medication.
It seems fine.
Yeah.
Max once per game, huh? Yeah, I mean, that's fair, but this is just fast turkey.
Yep. It is just
basically.
fast turkey. Yeah.
It's a little tough for 5 experience, but
Yeah.
okay.
I mean, if you're in a scenario like a campaign where you know locations get discarded, the enemies get discarded when they come back, so you can just use it as like a mass kill spell if you can arrange it, like in what's the card? The car one. Be careful, buddy. All right, let's go to the skills. We got Dreams of Clay. This is a 1 experience skill. It's an innate and an augury.
You shouldn't
Artist.
be doing that.
No, you shouldn't. Artist, Clairvoyant, Dreamer, Performer, deck only. Commit only to a skill test on a Treachery. If this skill test is successful, put Dreams of Clay into your play area instead of discarding it. As a reaction, when you draw a non-peril Treachery from the encounter deck, remove Dreams of Clay from the game, cancel its Revelation effect, and discard it.
Why can performers play this?
Because it's art.
Artist is a subtype.
Yeah, but music's also art. You know, people probably would say that.
Yeah, but like it's a different kind of art
It is a different kind of art.
that doesn't involve clay.
It's true. I mean, unless the Blue
It's
Man group
just-
just hitting clay with like a stick. Just the softest, wettest thud.
Yeah.
Can't-
When I see like 4 traits on here, I'm kind of like, why isn't this just a neutral card? But
Very fair. This is one of 2 that have 4 of them. The other one is the I think on your heels. The
Yeah.
dog one.
So let's go test on treachery. Yeah, it's fine.
Just another water protection. Yeah. Hey, Russ.
is there not a neutral symbol?
Huh?
Like there's no symbol. The skills usually have a symbol in the top.
I don't think they have. Oh, well, this is not a neutral card. It's a specials card. Yeah. Yeah.
That's kind of cursed.
It's kind of cursed, yeah. All right, Inquisitive. Assistant Mystic Tonic Scholar deck only. If this test is successful, the Performing Investigator might succeed by up to 2 more or down to 2 less.
Okay.
Sure.
Yeah.
Nice bugs. This is Dr. Mullen Christopher.
It's not fat enough.
I think he looks pretty rotund. All right, Russ, what's the next card here? We have Double Down.
No, sorry. Can you go back for a second?
For sure.
It's not him. He's talking about that. He's one of his lackeys. Says Dr. Christopher will never believe this.
Well, he's talking to himself.
Yeah. Yeah, Dr. Christopher is like...
He speaks in, yeah.
He's like having an
He's a
intense
very
mental
odd.
system.
He's a very odd
yeah.
fellow.
Yeah, he's a little bit freaked up. All right, let's go to Double Down now. This is a 2 experience criminal entrepreneur socialite deck only. Commits for a wild, max 1 per skill test. After you commit Double Down to skill test, spend up to 3 resources. For each resource spent, it gains wild.
It's got playing cards in the art. I love those ones.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, it's this is I like this effect as for the rogues because you can use it because this is a rogue card.
Spend all your money.
Yeah, you can use it either defensively or even offensively to just succeed by an insane
You
number.
can spend your money to like protect yourself from all the curses you put in the bag with your scrimshot.
Exactly, right? Yeah, like you get 3, you have 4 money, and then you like put in 3
spend three-
curses,
yeah,
then you
you
spend
spend
3 of
three
it,
money.
and you're like,
You
I gained
spend
1
action
money
for
and I
money.
put 4 everything. Let's go.
So good.
With
It's
this
so
two
good.
test, you got 6 money. You also commit a watch this.
Yeah, just go get it all back, baby.
Yep.
Yeah, you spend money to
Make
protect
money.
or watch this.
Yeah, exactly, right? Wow. Spend 3 to gain 3 when it's all said and done. Let's just go neutral. All right. And then we got Memories of Another Life. I believe this is the last card. 5 experience, double wild.
Is that her old art?
No. She never had old art. She first appeared in Arkham.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Artist, Believer, Dreamer, Sorcerer deck only. If this test is successful, you may remove Memories of Another Life from the game. To search your collection for any non-permanent level 0 card, play that card at no cost. At the end of the game, return that card to your collection.
Oh, that's one of these.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fine.
Russ. Yeah, I mean, I like toolbox cards. I think the only thing is, if you're, this is my advice to anyone, if you're playing this in like a setting with other people, choose like 8 cards to just like pull out of your binder beforehand, so you don't have to like.
Incorrect. Make them wait while you drive home to get them, and then come back.
Yeah.
And if they object and say like, "Oh, you can just use my copy," no, it has to come from your collection.
It is. It does say your collection. Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
Yeah, so if I'm playing somebody else's copy of Memories of Another Life, I have to search their collection, right?
Yes. Yeah. So we have to. It remembers
Yeah.
the owner. Yeah. It
Yeah.
remembers. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, but like you're committing it.
Yeah.
And I'm not sure how you would get someone else's.
Well, like if Bryn was playing mine, like and we
Or
have to
from
remember.
your collection.
Yeah,
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, you're the one using it. Your refers to the person committing the skill.
I think it's the owner of the card. It's like the card remembers who owns it.
But it says you may remove it and then your collection. So the person who's removed
Well,
it
I
and
get to
the
choose.
person-
I get to choose. If
Oh,
Bryn plays it, I get to
you
choose if it
whether
triggers.
to toss it or
Yes,
to remove it? Perfect.
Yeah,
Okay,
but it's like, no, I'm like,
that's.
that's just an unexpected courage,
Okay.
Bryn. Yeah, that's just an unexpected courage this time.
I'll build my deck around this and Jess is like, mm.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that card seems very strong. Potentially.
There's a lot of good options. You
Yeah.
can grab, like, Dynamite Blast.
Yeah,
you
so
can buy Leo DeLuca.
Yeah, like even if we're not looking further than Leo DeLuca, it's still like, hey, this guy is mostly worth the 6 that you pay for him.
Yeah.
And
Well,
if
yeah.
you're late into the game, you don't find him, you find something else.
Yeah.
I think it's really tough to justify spending 5 experience to like, admittedly probably, but not guarantee get the card that you want that's level 0. Like you could just spend your 5 experience on doing something
Yeah.
good that you could normally do
But
instead.
it depends like what you're playing for.
Well,
free,
yeah,
right?
but I mean, like, yeah, there's the floor is actually like I think really high because worst case scenario you grab Bank Job or
Well, worst case scenario, you fail the skill test.
yes, yeah, but like assuming you pass, like it's Bank Job or like the Thorough Inquiry, so you
Does
can grab.
no cost mean ignoring all costs?
Yes, yeah,
Okay. So you don't have to spend additional actions for
yeah,
things.
yeah. So you can get like the 8 resources or like the 5 cards off the Thorough Inquiry.
It would be nice if they use the same words for that, but okay.
Yeah, agreed. So like I think like that's pretty versatile for like, and also like you can choose what you need in the moment, right? Like
Yeah.
even like someone being able to like pass a test and like throw a dynamite blast in, but like in the scenario before gave everybody 8 resources, like that's a pretty
Yeah, even playing a campaign and like you get a scenario where parlaying is good, you're like, I'll find fine clothes this time because we want that. We want to go to there.
Yeah, I just think the opportunity cost of the 5 experience is too high to justify it in
No,
most
you
cases.
take your homunculus.
yeah.
Yeah, like I just think that you'd be better off spending the 5 experience on a card that actively advances the game plan of what you're trying to do instead, than having it probably get you like the flexibility. So
That's fair. That's fair. All right, that's it though. We are done. All the cards are talked about. Thanks for watching, everybody. I hope you enjoyed this. So that means pretty soon we're gonna do our yearbook video where we get to compliment some cards, shit talk some cards, make fun of some cards, give some cards the prom king and prom queen. That doesn't actually happen in the video.
Dump
so
some pig's blood on
yes,
some cards.
yeah, and then get thrown around the basement. Yeah, it's gonna be a
Yeah,
good
it's
time.
gonna
Yeah,
be cool.
that's a reference to the
I've
movie.
seen that movie.
Okay, good. Let's go. Let's go.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you for the next one. Bye.